What's up, everyone? Today we're going to talk about cleaning up some older gear that maybe you've had, maybe you just got, but it's old, it's been hanging around, it hasn't been taken care of, and so it's old, it's dingy, it doesn't work well. You got to really, you know, get it some muscle to get in there, clean up some of the rust, take a look at the components, see what's going on. We're going to make this thing look and feel like new. First things first, when you're dealing with an older stand, put in the work, loosen up everything, get it so you can feel what's going on. Does it have any spots where it's in need of repair? You know, what's going on with it? Get your eyes on it. And if there is a spot that's like off, get a grease pen, get a crayon. I'm a little iffy on the marker because I don't know if the marker comes off, but get in there. Make sure you circle it or like highlight it in some way so you know like that's the spot you got to work on. This one looks pretty good. It doesn't look too banged up. We got some rust, a lot of grit, um, haze. Just looks like it's been sitting for a while. Um, and then when you go to do something with it, it doesn't want to work because it's been collecting dirt and grit where it needs to be working. So, but that's stuff. So once we've established that there's nothing wrong with it, then what we're gonna do, we're just gonna get a either a toothbrush or something that we can just, before we use any product, we're just gonna clean up those spots by a natural process, wiping it down, getting all the loose stuff away. And then we're gonna look at what we have. After that, then we're gonna apply some corrosive agent to get the rest of it out of there, like WD-40 or penetration PV blaster kind of stuff. Um, if when we get to that stage, you're gonna want to work in a area that's got ventilation and maybe a mask, just so some of the stuff's got a little bit of a smell to it. Um, so you want to make sure you're in a ventilated area. But yeah, we're gonna make this thing look brand new. Cool. This is what you're gonna put on after you clean it. This is called Mother's Magnesium and Aluminum Polish. Sure, there's other stuff out there, but I believe in this stuff. I've been using it for a long time. And then at the end of it, we're going to put some white lithium grease in all the spots. If you don't have white lithium grease, you can't get around to it. The next best thing I could think of, 3-in-1 oil. And part of the cleaning process, again, white lithium. And the number one secret to all the work I do, Brillo pads. This is the toughest one I have. It's still nylon. I mentioned the idea of getting a metal one because you can really work on some stuff better, but you gotta go really, really light. And this is step one. Step one before you add any of the chemicals is to clean it up this way. Anything loose, just get it off there. And you're not rubbing, you're just getting in there, just loose. This is just a little, get the loose stuff off. And you're just, again, lightly going over it, just get whatever's loose. And you may see me going back over spots I already went, but just getting whatever's loose. They're old labels, but still, at the end of the day, I don't want to make them any worse than what they are because the whole point of these is to show that they are, in this case, Premier. Yours could be Yamaha, Ludwig, whoever you're using, but and I'm okay with it. If anybody knows of people that make these, where you can take these off and put new ones on, I'd like to know. But in the meantime, it's showing its age. We don't care about that. All right. So I'm gonna get some cellophane wrap. We're gonna wrap this part up. Use rubber bands to tighten around it, so when we are washing it, that doesn't get in there and screw the sticker up. So I do this in pieces. I don't do the whole stand in one shot. doing pieces. It's also a good idea to look down the tubes, make sure everything's all right. Test the gearing out, make sure it's got a good spring. You can hear that spring. I'm gonna fix all this. All right. They got rust in the spots where these were rusted in. So it's moving a little more free. I don't know if you can see this on the camera. It's just so filthy. Hold it. And then the spots where the joints are, you got rust starting. You got a little bit on the inside here. There's some rust. I can't make it all go away per se, but I can fix it. I'll show you what I mean when we're done. All right. Okay, quick tip. I took this piece off, and it was important to note that the spring gets wider to smaller and how it goes back in. So it wanted the wide part at this and the smaller part of the spring at that. So, when you're taking stuff apart, you got to keep eyes on what you're doing. That way you can put it back together and it's not backwards. I don't know if it would have gone in backwards. It may have, but it would hurt the function of the piece. Okay, fresh. All right, hopefully you can hear me with a little water. And there's no rhyme or reason to this. Just get in there and get going. Get in the grooves, get everywhere. You're not worried about taking off any lubricant because you're going to be putting some back in. Cleaning it up, getting all the crap off of it. The oils from your hands, from people's sweat, from just the air, dirt, everything. Just that a little bit alone, and it's bringing some life back to it. But we're going to polish it up after it's done. Hopefully this picks it up. It's gritty, it's grimy, it doesn't work well, it's got some rust pit marks, it's just nasty. Hopefully that picks up the nasty. It's gritty. Look at that. So we're going to take all that grit and grime and rust. Yuck. It doesn't want to move, it's just tight. Trying to show where some of the stains are here. There's a rust spot right there on the inside. It focused good. And we're gonna do wonders on this thing. All right, now on to the big guy. Sorry for the noise in the background. We are in the furnace room where the slop sink is. One thing I wish I had was a pull-out hose to do this. You can attach maybe some stuff to it. This is a little bulky, what we're trying to do. More hot water now. Now, here's the hardest part about these silver ones. They're ribbed, and you got to get inside and work those. Let's get that off so we're not working against ourselves with the volume. Something. Can't really tell, but it's not flush. It's like a little bit of a whatever going on there. Okay. Get it all soaped up, nice and good. Just get in there. That's the trick. Get in there. Don't be afraid. The more you clean it, the better it'll be for you. All right, so already we're seeing big time improvement. Look at that glow coming back to the stuff, and so now we've cleaned it and we're drying it. Next step is to protect it. And you might have got water up the tubes, so hold it down, blow some air in it, forcing any water to spill out. And you could also put a paper towel down there to catch it. You know, and also in these areas too, where the threads are. Working on there. Follow pattern. Trick to polishing is good polish like this Mother's magnesium and aluminum polish, and some jumbo cotton balls. That's all you really need. And so what we're gonna do, and be advised, this stuff has a smell to it. So if you're not used to it, or if you're concerned, you do it in an area that's well ventilated. When you're polishing it out, you know it'll get there. The idea is just to cover the area. Widen these feet up. Just cleaning it alone, it already is acting like it's able to do what I want it to do. And I'm not forcing it. Okay, so the base is done. As far as taking off the polish, I got the top part done. As far as taking off the polish, I'm going to go inside where the spring is and I'm going to lube that up with white lithium. I'm going to hit all these joints here with white lithium. And it should never, for a long time, go bad.